The all-new River Morning Show, Josh, Chad, Hannah, and the mysterious fourth member of the show. No, I'm just kidding. It's River artist Blessing Offor. Good afternoon, morning, midday, wherever you are, sir.
Good morning, y'all.
It is excellent to spend time with you, and I want to be sure we cover this because we can't see them right now, but you mentioned your feet are asleep for a very good reason. Why?
They are living in some Ugg slippers. Nothing new or fancy. About 10-year-old Ugg slippers, and man, I will wear these as long as humanly possible.
So they're perfectly broken in.
Yes. They are perfectly imperfect, if you will. If you will.
Oh, it relates to my soul somehow. That's amazing.
We went deep spiritual right off the bat. I love it.
Yeah.
That's me. That's who I am. Let's go.
Well, I do want people to have a chance, Blessing, to hear your story. I've done some reading. I don't want to try to tell it. It's your story, and you're maybe the most unique guy in Christian music right now because of where you've come, what you've done, and all of that. So just give us the journey, my friend.
the paperback version.
Yeah, right. Exactly. As quickly as
the TikTok version. Do the TikTok
version. Okay, I'm going to try to do it all in one breath. Okay, I was born in Nigeria. I came to the States when I was 6, found music, found Nashville, found music and Nashville and songwriting. And just here we are. I am the luckiest human in the world. And that's it.
Wow. You actually did it. I can't believe you did it.
Yeah. I breathed in the middle. I got to be honest.
Well, I wanted to ask you, the part of your story that you left out in that moment, but it is a major part of your story that a lot of people don't know. I have no idea, is that you are blind, and that's not a situation you were born with, but you were born with some things that caused that to come about. So, tell us about that and how God has brought you through the struggles and the challenges that come with that.
So I was born with congenital glaucoma, and immediately I have to point out to people that I got to come to America because of glaucoma. So instantly you go, okay, glaucoma brought me here. Nothing, one of those nothing's an accident type things. So sorry, I'm holding a guitar, so I'm a fiddler. Not literally, but I have to be doing things.
That's a weird fiddle. You're holding it wrong.
Oh my God. So I came to the States when I was 6. Yale, I grew up in Connecticut, so we went to Yale for all the treatment. They did a great job. They stabilized the vision of my right eye. And right around towards the end of elementary school, I got shot in the eye with a water gun. And it scrambled the good eye, the one lowly good eye.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And but there's always that pivot. You know what I mean? There's always after, the tragedy is the pivot. We got a piano around the house right around the same time. I lost all this vision and I just needed something to do. And so I sat with the piano, fell in love with the piano, and it's nothing's been the same ever since.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
That's powerful.
We had just talked, on the show earlier about it. Hannah, you said a tragedy into triumph.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys tell me about it. Come on.
Yeah. No, God just has a knack for doing that. The hard things we're going through, the tough things, he knows the whole story. And where we tend to back down or give in, he says, just wait.
Ooh, preach.
And he does. He turns tragedy into triumph over and over and over again. And sadly, we need reminded of it over and over again. But he doesn't hold back.
And it's funny because, I think kind of what I have learned in my life experience is to never be afraid to be like, hey, I'm in the tragedy portion of things. You know what I mean? Wherever I always say to people, triumphalism is nice if you see the whole story, right? What mountain what's the point of being at the top of the mountain if no one sees the whole mountain? You could just be standing on your living room floor and be telling yourself you climbed the mountain. You have to show people the story. You have to tell them to keep the triumph in perspective, I was down there.
Yeah.
You know, and because a whole life of triumph, that A, that's not real. B, it's almost detrimental to the people watching you to pretend like everything is triumph. You know, it's like if we may go to church in Hebrews. Yes. Where it says, and by faith so and so did this, and by faith so and so did this. Like by faith Abraham left for the land of Canaan, right? Mm-hmm. It makes it sound really simple, but like then you read the Abraham story and you're like, oh, this man made his wife pretend that he was a sister. Like this is really messy. So it's like it's messier than we want it to sound sometimes. But if you show people the mess, then they really get to witness what the triumph is. You know, that's when triumph really means something, is when you are open and honest enough to go, this was really bad.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody wants the growth, but nobody wants the discomfort that comes along with it.
Exactly. I mean,
the people that I know that have ab muscles tell me that. And there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Those mythical people with abs.
Yeah.
The people you know, so not yourself.
It's like two people I know that have abs.
Yeah. So, I've heard tell that abs are a thing.
It sounds, I mean, it's like the perfect lead into your new song here on the river, and that's Brighter Days. I mean, just that title alone speaks of a dark place and then coming to a different place. Tell us a little bit about that.
The journey, you know, even with all the wonderful, amazing things happening in my life right now, I had a moment where I was like, oh, wow, like this is God owes me nothing, right? I'm alive. I already win the lottery. You know what I mean? But he's also letting all these wonderful things that I've been asking and praying for come to pass. So it's like, I had a moment where I was like, I never want to lose perspective of how amazing this is, right? Yeah. Because Blessing in 2018, when he was looking for this, wasn't sure it was ever going to come. So even my own perspective, you know, I have to remind myself of all the times when I was like, God, I would just love to be able to do this 100% for a living. That would be so wonderful. You know, all the prayers, and then God going, wait for this. No, keep practicing. No. Wake up and go back to the piano. Even though you've done that for the last, 10 years, just go back, because, 40 years in the desert is a long time. Imagine year 2, they were still looking at 38 more years. You know what I mean? So there's back to the original thesis, the triumph without the experience doesn't mean anything.
Wow. Yeah, I know we've only got a couple more minutes with you, so I want to be sure you're holding the guitar. Did you want to do something with that, or is that a
prop? No, this is just a toy. Okay. It's a toy guitar.
like Linus in his blanket. All right, we want to do something fun with you, if that's okay. We want to do a little
absolutely
paper plastic quiz. All right, and I'm gonna ask my cohorts here too, but we want your answers first. So, Blessing Offor, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Do you put anything in? You put anything in it?
Cream and everything.
I
don't get plain coffee. My friend goes, you should drink it black. I'm like, why would I want to work to like something? That sounds terrible. No.
You're not wrong.
I love that.
No.
Hannah, coffee or tea, and do you doctor it?
Oh yeah. I probably have the most complicated Starbucks order. I'm coffee all the way. Right there with you, Blessing.
Yeah.
Coffee as well, same way. I like to brew it strong so I can taste the coffee through the cream and sugar.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He likes the battle. He wants the cream and sugar to fight.
Yeah.
We're starting.
It's the friction for me.
Yeah,
a lot of internal. Piano or guitar, Blessing?
Woo! Oh, come on! I should put this guitar on my lap. I'm gonna say piano, but man, guitar is a real close second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, I'm going to jump in real fast. What style of music? What's your favorite song to play on the piano? What's your favorite?
Any and everything. I go from Coldplay to Bill Withers to jazz. I'm a jazz nerd. I grew up on so much jazz. So it just, I like all the things.
That's awesome.
That's good. All right, last one. And this really isn't one or the other, but like, who's been your favorite artist to collab with?
Oh my God. Well, my joke is Tomlin is my very good father. See what I did?
Oh, that needs to be a T-shirt.
No.
If you put that on a T-shirt, I will buy it.
Yes.
Dad jokes forever. When I first met him, I asked for permission. I'm like, can I make these jokes? And he goes, oh yeah. I was like, oh, cool. So that guy is just like, I owe him. So yeah, that Tin Roof changed everything. And then the Hallelujah song on his Christmas record was changed everything. So I am a advocate 100% of Chris Tomlin.
Tomlin advocacy is welcome.
Yes.
Okay. His name is Blessing Offor. He is a New River artist. His music makes you smile, and so does his smile. We love you, sir. We're so thankful for getting to spend some time with you today, my man.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. Happy morning, everybody.